What should businesses post on social media? That's a question Mrs. Hat has been pondering for a while. There are so many types of content you could post, but what can you post that will help you grow your business and sell? Not every post can be a sales post. I'm going to help Mrs. Hat out with my 3-bucket content idea generator. And because you're here watching, you can try it out too. It's designed to grow your audience, engage your audience, and sell to your audience. But before we get into buckets, you need to decide what topics you will talk about on social media. Grab a pen and paper and write down a full list of everything relating to what your customer might be interested in, and topics related to your business and your industry. For example, if your ideal customer are small business owners, you could talk about productivity, you could talk about working from home, employing people, budgeting, payroll. I could go on. If your ideal customer live in a specific area, you can talk about what's happening in town, you can talk about local businesses, you can talk about local characters, you can talk about people, you can talk about what is happening today. Maybe your customers like running, so you could talk about sports shoes, sport equipment, training, general fitness tips, baking protein treats. And make this list of topics as long as you can whilst staying in the area that you know will attract your target customer. And then make a list of topics you won't talk about. So this could be things like your personal life and sex and politics and religion. And once you've made a long list, it's time for the buckets. And each bucket will hold a specific type of content. Bucket number 1 is for informational, educational, or helpful content that will help you grow your audience. Bucket number 2 is for engagement content that will get people interacting with your business. And bucket number 3 is for sales. Bucket number 1 is for content that people will want to share. You're going to need to take a little bit of time to construct these posts. They should be more in-depth than a regular social media post and extremely helpful. So things like tips, recommendations, interviews with people in your audience that you want to feature, or the people that they look up to. Bucket number 2 is engagement content. This is where you ask questions in a conversational tone of voice that are really easy for your audience to answer. I like to set myself a timer for this, either 5 minutes or 10 minutes, and I won't let myself look up from my piece of paper where I'm writing down the questions until that timer goes off. You should be able to get at least a whole month's worth of engagement content using that method. But that's not all for engagement. There are things like polls, which you can run on most social media channels. And the nice thing about this is it's such a low entry to engage with you. People just need to click a button. So sometimes it's going to be easier to get people to answer your poll than answer your question. Plus, engage with members of your audience. Make sure that you're looking at their posts, that you're being proactive and commenting on posts and liking posts and getting to know your audience better. And this one can come with a bonus with some algorithms. The more you interact with someone else's posts, the more likely they are to see your posts towards the top of the feed. And bucket number 3 is your sales post. This is where you can start to tell people about your product, talk to them about the problem that they have that your product will solve, how you will make their lives better. And that's not it. There's a whole host of different sales post ideas that you can write. I've got a whole blog post on the topic. You can watch it here. Now that you've got your 3 content buckets of ideas, all you need to do is draw from them sequentially each time that you want to post on social media. You've got all the ideas sitting there waiting for you. So, Mrs. Hat, did you find the 3 bucket idea generator helpful? Go create some content!